What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another 2K20 rebuild, where today we're going to be doing the Washington Wizards as requested by my guy RDTV on my most recent Hawks rebuild. He said, I'm a huge Wizards fan and I know you'll get to them eventually, but I'm curious to see what you want to do with John Wall. I think you'll keep Beal but use Wall as a trade option to get a solid draft pick. So yeah, you're not wrong. I did reply to your comment. Don't know if you saw that or not, but here we are. We're doing the Wizards, and guys, it's literally that easy. If you guys want to see a specific team or a specific challenge from me, just leave a comment. I'm more than likely gonna do it. So, yeah, taking a look at this team. Obviously, we got Bradley Beal. He's gonna be sticking around. John Wall is gonna be traded. I'm probably gonna hang on to him until draft night and use him to trade up. Troy Brown Jr., I think he's gonna come off the bench, and we're probably gonna start Rui at the 3 this year. I'm going to move Mo Wagner to the 4 and keep Thomas Bryant at the 5. So we are going to look to trade Davis Bertans and probably one of Shabazz Napier or Ish Smith at the moment. But we'll see what comes up. So we do need a backup big on this team. So I think I'm just going to trade Bertans to the Hornets for Cody Zeller and a 2020 second round pick. And that'll be fine with me. So let's look to move probably Ish Smith. Actually, no. Let's try to move Shabazz Napier. We can keep Ish Smith since he has 2 years remaining on his deal. We can use him to trade up on draft night if need be. Tony Bradley's not a bad option. He does have B+ potential, but let me look around a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Tony Bradley from the Jazz. So, I don't think there's really many more moves I'm going to look to make. Actually, I do want to trade Jan Mahinmi real quick. We're going to pick up Patrick Beverley for Jan Mahinmi and a second round pick this year. And that will now let us move Ish Smith. And if we can get a backup shooting guard, I'd be happy with that. Like, actually, you know what, DeLon Wright, that will work out perfectly fine because he does have 3 years remaining. So let's see what this team's going to look like here. We're going to start Mo Wagner at the 4. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start Rui Hachimura at the 3, so let's go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much going to be it. I mean, I'll move Cody Zeller to the 4 because I always do. So let's look at this rotation. So we are going to run a 9-man rotation, of course. That's just what I always like to do. So we got John Wall, Bradley Beal. Troy Brown is not going to start. Rui Hachimura is. So let's give him those minutes. And Cody Zeller's also not going to start. That's going to be Mo Wagner. So we'll give him those minutes. Thomas Bryant will get 30 a night. That's fine. And we'll give Troy Brown an extra minute. So off the bench, we got Cody Zeller, Troy Brown Jr., Patrick Beverley, and DeLon Wright. And that's fine with me. So I do want to send a couple of guys to the G League. Those being Isaac Bonga. We'll send Tony Bradley down as well, and I guess we'll send Admiral Schofield, and I think that's going to be it. Garrison Matthews can go as well, just because why not? Actually, does Jerome Robinson, he's got B. He's got B-. Let's actually send Jerome Robinson. Oh, we can send them both. All right, that works out perfectly fine. So we're here at the end of year number 1, and we finished with a record of 38-44. Giannis wins MVP, John Morant Rookie of the Year, Yusuf Nurkic 6th Man, Kawhi Leonard DPOY, Luka Most Improved, and Mike Budenholzer Coach of the Year. I can't tell you how many times I've said those exact names for those exact awards. But let's check and see if we have anybody on some All-NBA teams. None so far that I've seen. We do have Rui on the All-Rookie First Team, which is nice. And I think that's it. So we do actually manage to sneak into the playoffs as an 8 seed. Even though we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We lost 9 of our last 10. Actually, we lost 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of our last 15. So, or 14 of our last 16. We did not end the year well. Anyway, let's look at stats real quick. Not playoff stats, season stats. There we go. Bradley Beal was our leading scorer, 27 points a game, 5 assists. And let's see, very efficient as well. John Wall, 20 points, 8 assists. Pretty good. Not going to lie. 36% from threes, not bad for John Wall. Rui Hachimura was not super efficient. and didn't really put up many stats other than points and rebounds. But I guess I'll take it for his rookie year. Mo Wagner, nah, not the best. Not the best, not going to lie. Thomas Bryant, kind of same with him. I mean, I didn't expect much out of those two to begin with. Troy Brown off the bench, not very good from three. Cody Zeller was, doing his thing. From the bench, Patrick Beverly just playing defense, and that's about it. And Delon Wright, that'll round out the rotation. So, I did actually forget to mention, I switched our system from post-centric to 7 seconds, so that's what we ran with this year. So, on to the playoffs, taking on the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. Standard year one Bucks team. I'm fully expecting to get swept, and we win too. All right, so we push it to 6, but we do end up losing in the first round as the Celtics beat the Trailblazers in 7. Kemba is your Finals MVP. By the way, if you guys do enjoy this video, if you guys would hit that like button down there, that would really, really help me out quite a bit. So anyway, on to the draft lottery. We end up with the... Where's our pick? I don't see it. Am I blind? Yeah, okay, 15. Jeez, man. It's staring me right in the face, right in the middle. All right, so that is our only pick in the first round at the moment. So, oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Seriously? Randy Martin, you really got to... Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. So, we'll bring in Sean Lee as our new trainer. Scout doesn't matter all that much. I guess we'll stick with Scott Brooks for another year, see how he does. Chris Green's fine. He's fine. And we'll bring in Logan Mills for our CFO. And we do get both of those guys. Unfortunately, we're not going to have 3 training camps. So let's move on to the draft. And I'm definitely going to look to trade up. So we're going to try to get this trade to go through with the Suns. They did take Cole Anthony 2nd overall. So we're going to try to send him John Wall, Admiral Schofield, Isaac Bonga, and our 15th pick for Cole Anthony, Taurean Prince, and Ricky Rubio. Don't know that this is going to go through. And yeah, it does not. So let's try to throw in our first round pick next year. And that does get it done. So we add Cole Anthony to the team. So he's going to be our only pick in the draft. Didn't have any more picks. We will accept Jerome Robinson's team option there. And we'll extend the qualifying offer to Kenny Wooten. I did just trade a 2-way guy just for him, just so he can be in the G League. So on to Moratorium, where we don't have any money. Let's see. I do actually want to make some moves, though. We can definitely free up some cap space. So would love to try to do that. So first of all, we're going to send Jerome Robinson to the Spurs for their 2021 first-round pick, since we did include our first-round pick in the trade to the Suns. So we'll get 1 asset back. We're also going to be trading Delon Wright to the Pistons for their top 5 protected pick in this upcoming draft. And you know what? We're going to give Tobias Harris another shot in a rebuild here. We're going to send Ricky Rubio, Patrick Beverly, and actually that's it, to the Sixers for Tobias Harris and a 2nd-round pick. So Tobias Harris is kind of hit or miss. Sometimes he ends up pretty good. The thing that's somewhat unfortunate is that he is on basically a max deal. But at least he is under contract for 4 years. So if I need to trade him at any point, it's fairly easy to do so. So I'm going to look to move one of either Rui Hachimura or Troy Brown Jr. now. So we're going to send Taurean Prince, Troy Brown Jr., and Troy Brown Jr. to the Heat for Kendrick Nunn and a 2022 first-round pick. So at the moment, we've got Kendrick Nunn, Cole Anthony, Bradley Beal, Tobias Harris, and Rui, Mo Wagner and Cody Zeller, and Thomas Bryant and Tony Bradley, who I also may look to move one of these two. But let's see. We do at least... Okay. We're positive in cap space now. Obviously, we still don't have anywhere near the amount of money to sign a, quality big name free agent, but we might be able to get an impact guy for a little bit less. So we are going to make this deal, mainly because it's going to save us a whole bunch of money. We're going to send Thomas Bryant and Cody Zeller to the Knicks for Mitchell Robinson and a first-round pick this year. So we actually have a pretty decent amount of cap space now. So we might be able to look to sign somebody. But honestly, I'm not sure who. Like, maybe like a Montrezl Harrell? So we're actually just going to sign Evan Fournier. The main thing I really needed at this time was a backup shooting guard. So I'm happy with that in Evan Fournier. So at the moment, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's our rotation. I'll just fill out this roster, and I'll see you guys at player progression. So we're here at player progression, and my dog wants to say hi. Never mind, she's shy apparently. So we got Bradley Beal up to a 90, Mitchell Robinson 86, Tobias Harris 85, Rui up to an 82. Same with Mo Wagner and Evan Fournier. Tony Bradley up 5 to an 81, which is nice. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it there. Let's see who I did end up signing, though. I brought in Raul Neto. Garrison Matthews I brought back. Evan Fournier, we know. John Conchar, I brought in just... hopefully he'll have some value. I think he will. Kenny Wooten came back on the qualifying offer. We brought in Myers Leonard, and however the hell you say this guy's name, I brought him back as well. So let's go ahead and go to training camps. And unfortunately, we're only going to have 2 this year because trainers regress, which is fun. So let's go to untapped potential, and we'll send Rui. Goes to an A, and we will send I guess we'll send Mitchell Robinson. That'll work. So let's go ahead and advance to next season and take a look at the game plan here. So, you know what? I probably should check and see if I want to make any trades real quick. I don't really think I do, but you never know. Yeah, so I'm not going to make any trades. So this is going to be the rotation for year number 2. We're going to have Cole Anthony, Bradley Beal, Tobias Harris, Mo Wagner, Mitchell Robinson as the starting 5. And then off the bench, we're going to have Rui, Evan Fournier, Tony Bradley, and Kendrick Nunn. And actually, you know what? That's fine. That'll work just like that. So once again, no preferences or anything on scoring options. So I'm happy with that. We're going to stay at 7 seconds, and let's see. We're going to have Garrison Matthews, John Conchar, Kenny Wooten, and this center dude all in the G League this year. So I will see you guys at the end of year number 2. I'm kind of expecting maybe well, we made the playoffs last year. I was going to say a playoff berth, but, you know, middle of the pack seed, like maybe like 6 or 5 or 6 seed is what I'm aiming for this year, I think. So at the end of year number 2, we finished with a record of 52-30, which should definitely be better than a 5 or 6 seed. But Giannis wins MVP again, James Wiseman Rookie of the Year, Dennis Schroeder 6th Man, Kawhi Leonard once again DPOY, PJ Washington Most Improved, that's cool, and Lloyd Pierce Coach of the Year. So anybody on some All-NBA teams, honestly, I highly doubt it. We might have Cole Anthony on the all-rookie first team, but that's probably it. And yep, there he is. And that is it. So we end up being a 4 seed, so that's fine. It's better than I expected. So yeah, let's take a look at stats. So Bradley Beal, man. Look at this dude. 27 points, 5 assists. Very efficient. You love to see that. Cole Anthony in his rookie year, 18.5 points, almost 7 assists, a steal and a half a game. Decently efficient for a rookie, so I'm all right with that. The turnovers are a little high, but it is what it is. He's a rookie. Can't expect the world. Tobias Harris, not the greatest. You know, I feel like Tobias Harris is a decent player in 2K, but he's kind of got that, like, CJ McCollum, Klay Thompson type of stat line every year. I don't know. Like, you would just expect them to be able to do more than they do. But anyway, moving on. Rui improved a bit, I think. I mean, his three-point shooting went up 5%, so what can you really ask for other than that, especially when we have some more scorers on the team this time around. Evan Fournier was pretty good. Mo Wagner was pretty good as well, actually, this year. Mitchell Robinson doing his thing. Kendrick Nunn off the bench. Actually pretty good. I mean, he played very limited minutes, but he was pretty solid. Tony Bradley, man. Look at those per 36 rebound stats. 17? Damn. All right. So, into the playoffs. We're taking on the Sixers in round 1. They got Patrick Beverley back. Oh, wait, no. Why? Sixers, not Clippers. I mean, they have a very similar logo, to be fair, but, like, come on. So Patrick Beverley, Josh Richardson, Ben Simmons, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. I think this should be a fairly close matchup here, and we lose in 7. Wonderful. So, the Bucks end up beating the Clippers in 7. Giannis is your finals MVP. Hopefully we can do better next year, I guess. So, in the draft lottery, we end up with pick 9, 11, and that's it. I forgot we traded our first round pick for a second, but we have 9 and 11, which is all right with me. I guess we'll bring in Eldon Stewart to be our new head scout. Oh yeah, we're going to fire Sean Lee, and we're going to bring in Glenn Howard to be our new trainer. Definitely trying to get 3 training camps, and do I want to fire Scott Brooks? You know what? I do. I do want to fire Scott Brooks, and I want to bring in Mike D'Antoni. That is absolutely what I want to do. Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you very much. So we got all of those guys, and let's move on to the draft. Okay, so we're going to try to trade up to 1 with the Thunder. So we're going to try to send him Garrison Matthews, John Conchar, that center guy, 11, and Myers Leonard for pick 1. And I think this should go through, and there we go. So we are going to draft Isaiah Todd. So I figured we could definitely upgrade the power forward position. That's kind of, I feel like, our weakest link at the moment. So at pick 9, Jalen Johnson. Oh wow, compared to James Worthy, really? I don't know about that, but I'm also not sure if I've ever drafted Jalen Johnson, which is interesting. But you know what? I think just because of that, I think I'm going to play it safe and take Usman Garuba because I know for a fact he can develop into a quality backup big, and you can never have too many of those. Plus, I think I'm pretty set at small forward at the moment. So we're going to sign Isaiah Todd and Usman Garuba. We're going to accept the team options on Robinson, Wagner, and Rui. And Kawhi is a free agent, so that's cool. We will give the qualifying offers to these 3 guys, and we are in negative cap space once again. No surprise there. Okay, so I had an idea. We're going to trade Tobias Harris and Evan Fournier to the Hornets for Miles Bridges and Terry Rozier. We're then going to flip Terry Rozier. This is basically a salary dump more than anything. So can I just get rid of Terry Rozier's contract for literally nothing? That would be great. Like Kevin Porter Jr., if I have to take that, I will. But I would prefer if I could possibly just get a pick, and that would be it. Jalen LeCue and a first. You know what? That will work out. Yep, I will take that. That's fine. Now, how much money do I have? Oh, not enough. Or is it enough? It's enough. All right, we are going to try to sign Kawhi Leonard. Please, please tell me. Let's go. Let's go. We should be getting Kawhi. Let's just go ahead and do it. Yes, we get Kawhi. But I don't want to renounce rights on Tony Bradley. So, okay. I may have to make another move so we can keep Tony Bradley, because I really would prefer not to renounce rights on him. You know what? This will just work instead. Like, honestly, I know. I get him every time, basically. And if you guys have a problem with it, feel free to say something. I'm getting kind of tired of it myself, but it makes perfect sense to me in this situation. Actually, hang on. Before I do that, let me just get through Moratorium. Let's get through Moratorium and then see, just make sure we're going to have the cap space for this. So let's now go and try to do that trade. So where the Hawks at? Oh, no. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to work out, but I wanted to make sure, without a doubt, I was going to get Kawhi. And at least we have that. All right, so instead, what we're going to do, we're going to send Miles Bridges, Mo Wagner, and Miami's 2022 first to the Magic from Mo Bamba and Tyrese Halliburton. And that'll take care of a couple of positions. So at the moment, I do need a better backup point guard. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So really just need a point guard and we'll be all set. We could bring Shabazz Napier back, I guess, but I don't know about that one. Never mind. I'm a little bit dumb, a little slow. I forgot Kendrick Nunn was restricted, so we don't even need that. We're going to be perfectly fine, but we are going to just bring in Marcus Derrickson, just because why the hell not? We can afford it, and we may be able to trade him, and I'm going to look to do that right now, actually. So we're not going to trade anybody at the moment, but here at Play Progression, we got Kawhi at a 96, Bradley Beal 91, Mitchell Robinson up to an 89, Mo Bamba 85, Rui 83, Cole Anthony 83, Kendrick Nunn 81, and that's about it for our core, really. On to training camps, where we actually will have 3 this year, thankfully. And let's import that last draft class. So there we go. So training camps, here we are. Let's see who we want to send this year. We can send Tyrese Halliburton. We can send Rui. And we can send let's send Kendrick Nunn, I guess. And that didn't do anything at all. But let's go ahead and advance to next season. And take a look at the rotation real quick. I don't think I'm going to make any trades at the moment. So I think we should be good to go here. So we got Cole Anthony, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Isaiah Todd, Mitchell Robinson, and then off the bench we're going to have Mo Bamba, Rui, Kendrick Nunn, and Tyrese Halliburton. And I think that should be the team for year 3. If it comes down to it, I will actually just go into year 4, maybe even year 5. But I think we should be looking pretty good here. System proficiency up to 4 stars with Mike D'Antoni now as our head coach. Isaiah Todd really does not fit it too well, unfortunately, but it is what it is. This is not a 5-star system proficiency challenge. So let's just send a couple guys to the G League, because why not? We'll send Garuba. Actually, we'll send a couple more. Okay, so we just also sent Marcus Derrickson, just why not? And Kenny Wooten as well. So with that, let's go ahead and get into Season 3. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. So at the end of season number 3, we finished with a record of 63-19. Definitely our best so far. Giannis wins MVP again. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. On the Bucks, that's a wild duo. Lonzo Ball, 6th man. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Theo Maledon, Most Improved. And Mike D'Antoni, our newest coach, gets Coach of the Year. So anybody on All-NBA teams? Nope. Really, not even Kawhi. Cool. All right, he is on the all-defensive second team, though. And we also have Isaiah Todd on all-rookie first team, and that is it. So we are the 1 seed this year, which is quite nice. Let's take a look at season stats. Bradley Beal, once again, our leading scorer, even with Kawhi in the team. 26.5 points, 3.5 boards, 5 assists. Very efficient, once again, doing his thing. Kawhi Leonard, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Also very efficient. Cole Anthony in his 2nd year in the league, almost 20 points, 6 assists. Wow, that 3-point percentage took a big jump this year. He's up to an 85 overall, which is nice. Rui was still horrendous from 3. Mitchell Robinson still doing his thing down there in the paint. Kendrick Nunn, very efficient again. I think I might have to do a Heat rebuild soon just to use Kendrick Nunn and actually, start him. But Mo Bamba off the bench, pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Tyrese Halliburton as well. Pretty good as well. And Isaiah Todd. Wow. Did not do anything. And, oh my goodness. Well, that might have been a whiff of a pick right there. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 45, 25, and 70 splits. Jeez, man. That's rough. That's really rough. Honestly, I may just start Mo Bamba in the playoffs. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's just do that real quick. Actually, yeah, we're gonna start Mo Bamba, And we are going to play Kendrick Nunn a little bit more. And we'll play Tyrese Halliburton a couple more minutes. Because Isaiah Todd was just awful. So, on to round 1 now. Taking on the Raptors. They got Ty Jerome. Interesting. And Paul George. The hell? Okay, this is a really weird Raptors team. Ty Jerome, Paul George, Josh Hart, Pascal Siakam, and Hassan Whiteside. I mean, I think they're an 8 seed for a reason. I think we should definitely beat them. Oh my god, it went to 7. But we eke it out in the end, and we're moving on to the second round. Holy shit, man. All right, second round. Taking on the Boston Celtics. They still have a very, they got a very Boston Celtics type of lineup. Haven't really moved anybody around, so see how we do against them. And we are in game 6. Son of a bitch. We lose game 7. And they go on to win the championship over the Grizzlies in 5. So we're going on to year 4. Jason Tatum's the finals MVP. God damn. Well, we do manage to get a bit of luck, and we end up with the 2nd overall pick in the draft, thanks to that trade with the Pistons, which I believe was for a top 5 protection from last year. So it rolled over to 2022. So I already know who I'm going to take. I'm trading up to 1, no doubt about it. But we do have a couple of coaches that we need to sign, or front office guys, you know, whatever. So we're going to bring in the guy that was traded for DeAndre Hopkins, and we're also going to bring in, who do we want to bring in? Let's bring in Steven Dawkins, I guess. I mean, why not? We get both of those guys. So let's move on to the draft. Like I said, I'm moving up, so we got to trade with the Bulls, and let's just do it live. So we're going to give him 2. 14, 29, you can have literally all of my picks in this draft, and I will give you, honestly, I would even give you Isaiah Todd at this rate. I guess I'll give you Boban, and they agree to that, because of course they do. So we're taking Amani Bates, we're putting him at power forward, because Isaiah Todd was absolutely terrible last year. So we are going to accept the team options on Cole Anthony, Rui Hachimura, and Tyrese Halliburton. We'll decline Jalen LeCue. Actually, we'll accept. It's not a lot of money, and we can throw him in a trade. So I'm fine with that. We'll extend qualifying offers to these 3 guys. And on to moratorium, where, once again, as usual, we do not have any money. So I did forget that Mitchell Robinson is an unrestricted free agent this year, so luckily we are going to be able to bring him back, and he will actually accept the deal. You know, sometimes he can be a little bitch about that, but it is what it is. So let's see. I do want to try to get a couple of trades done. I want to try to get, you know, I'm not even sure what I could possibly get at this point that would really improve this team, but whatever it is, it's not going to be for Marcus Derrickson and Jalen LeCue, that's for sure. All right, so here at player progression, Kawhi is actually down to a 95, Bradley Beal up to a 92, Mitchell Robinson up to a 91. There's Amani Bates at an 88 because this draft class is so overpowered. Cole Anthony up to an 87, Bamba 86, Hachimura 84, Isaiah Todd 83, same with Derrickson, Wooten. I mean, there's definitely been some good progression. There's actually only one guy on our roster below an 80 right now, which is pretty cool, I guess. But we're going to look to trade for somebody, I think. But let's go ahead and go to training camps. And we are going to have 3 again, unless, what's-his-name regressed. And he didn't, which is good. So, who do we want to send? We could send Halliburton, he goes to an A+. We can send Rui, he goes to an A+. And we can send Bamba, also goes to an A+. So, oh, all right, I guess I got to trade somebody. All right, we're just going to trade Kenny Wooten to the Bulls for a future first and a 2-way player so we can go ahead and advance. So, I am going to look for a trade, I think. Maybe? Hold on. Let's take a better look at this team. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as our rotation. Honestly, I'm happy with that. I don't know that we could really improve it. I mean, we just have such a deep roster, but I'm not running anything more than a 9-man rotation. So I guess they'll just rot on our bench. So this is going to be the rotation for year 4. Cole Anthony, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Amani Bates, Mitchell Robinson as the starting 5. Then off the bench, we got Mo Bamba, Rui Hashimura, Tyrese Halliburton, and Kendrick Nunn. Yeah, we got a lot of, quality players just chilling on the bench, but I guess we can send some of them to the G League just so that they can play up their value if they so choose. I forgot I've got Nerlens Noel for like no reason at all, but yeah, I guess we might as well just send somebody else to the G League. So let's do the cheese. Get this guy up here, and we can send, whoever, I guess, really. I guess we'll send Marcus Derrickson. So we are good to go. I will see you guys at the end of year number 4. I'm expecting a 1 seed again, and hopefully not a second round exit this time. So at the end of year 4, we finished 1 game worse than last year. 62-20 is our record. Giannis wins his 5th straight MVP. Amani Bates does get Rookie of the Year, which is fantastic. Theo Maledon, 6th man. Giannis DPOY. Killian Hayes, Most Improved. And Mike Budenholzer, Coach of the Year. So once again, nobody on any All-NBA teams. Kawhi on All-NBA or All Defensive second team. Amani Bates, of course, on All Rookie first team. And there's our boy Kenny Wooten on the All Rookie first team as well for the Bulls, up to an 85. Good for him. So we are actually not the 1 seed. That is to the Bucks. We are a 2 seed. That's fantastic. Obviously, as Mike Budenholzer is their head coach, probably should have known that. Anyway, let's look at stats real quick. Bradley Beal, once again, our leading scorer, 24 points, 5.5 assists. Very efficient. Oh my gosh. Amani Bates, the Rookie of the Year winner. Very good. Kawhi Leonard took a little bit of a drop off in his scoring output, but I guess that's to be expected when you add Amani Bates. Cole Anthony, very, very good year. Would have liked a little bit higher of assist totals, but Cole Anthony never really seems to do that on this game. Tyrese Halliburton was quite good off the bench. Rui was still horrendous from 3. Mitchell Robinson still doing his thing down low. Mo Bamba, pretty good. Kendrick Nunn, also, pretty good. I mean, he's only playing like 13 minutes a night, so whatever he gives us is pretty much it. So let's jump into the playoffs. We're taking on the Nets in round 1. They no longer have Kyrie, but they still have Kevin Durant. So they got Justin Robinson, Spencer Dinwiddie playing the 2, Moses Brown, and DeAndre Jordan still. Oh, goodness. All right. And that's going to be a clean sweep for us. On to round 2. Looking on the Heat this year, they got RJ Hampton, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler's still there, Danilo Gallinari, and Bam Adebayo. Pretty solid team, but I think we should easily come out on top, and we do in 5. So taking on the Bucks, Cade Cunningham, Dante DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Kevon Looney. That team is nasty. Can we not? Can we not? Like, we're down 3-1 and we lose. Oh my god, the Bucks are too good. And they beat the Grizzlies in 5. So Giannis is your finals MVP, and I guess we're going to a 5th season. All right, I'm going to have to try to look to switch something up here because obviously it's not working. We end up with the 8th pick in the draft from Chicago, and we also have 29, which is our pick, but we're definitely not going to make these picks. Definitely going to look to trade them. So let's actually not go up to the draft. Let me look for a trade first, and then we'll move on. All right, so didn't end up making any trades for any players yet. I just traded all of our picks for 2 future firsts. So we're definitely going to accept all of these team options, and now we're probably going to be looking to make a move. So qualifying offer, we'll extend that to Rui. We will see. I would like to be able to bring him back just so that I can include him in a trade, actually. So hopefully, yeah, we're going to have to make a move first. That's unfortunate. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to send Marcus Derrickson, Mo Bamba, and Usman Garuba to the Pelicans for Brandon Ingram and Onyeka Okongwu. And hopefully now I can sign Rui. God dang it. Oh, that's annoying. And LeQ's not interested. That's unfortunate. Okay, we're kind of going all in here. This trade should go through easily. Kendrick Nunn, Nerlens Noel, Onyeka Okongwu, Yogi Ferrell, and 2 first-round picks for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. There we go. So he's basically going to be a new backup point guard. So at the moment, we've got 4 there, 6, 8, 9. So we have a rotation for next year. Just need to fill it out. Let's see. Can I finally afford Rui? No. So I guess he's not coming back. Yeah, so I'll just fill out this roster and we'll be good to go for the final season, year 5. Okay, so here at player progression, somehow we were actually able to match a deal that Ruby got from another team. We're also able to bring back Jalen LeCue, even though we don't need him, so we are going to have to trade somebody. So Bradley Beal is now our highest overall, as Kawhi Leonard drops 2 to a 93. Yikes. That's not looking like it's working out so well, but Monty Bates up to a 92. So is Mitchell Robinson. Cole Anthony up to a 91. How many 90s is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 90s right now. Isaiah Todd will probably be a 90 by the end of the year. Damn. All right, cool. So on to training camps for the final time in this video. We do have 3 once again, which is nice. So we will send, I mean, literally almost everybody's at A+ potential. I guess we can just send Jalen LeCue, who we're probably going to trade. And let's send Jeremy Lin, because why not? And let's also send, I don't know, Austin Rivers, because why not? So yeah, we do need to trade somebody. So I think this trade should go through. We're just going to kind of go all out for the final year. So LeCue, Rui, 2 future firsts, Jeremy Lin and Austin Rivers, for De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, and LiAngelo Ball. And are you kidding me? All right, then. Well, let's do that instead. I guess they really just wanted LiAngelo Ball, so that's cool. Can I just get literally a single small forward just so that my brain will not yell at me? I guess that'll do. So we can advance to next season. And let's check out this rotation. Cole Anthony, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard, Amani Bates, and Mitchell Robinson. Our entire starting rotation, or starting lineup, is now 90+ overall. Then we have De'Aaron Fox, Brandon Ingram, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Isaiah Todd, and wow, that's it actually. Off the bench. So we have 8 90s. Hopefully by the end of the year, 9 90s. That would be fantastic. Once again, no scoring preferences or anything like that. Our system proficiency still at 4.5 stars. Mitchell Robinson really holding us back, and Luna in the background whining. What's wrong, Lou? Come here. Oh, man. All right. So let's actually send a couple guys to the G League real quick. Those being, I guess, Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield. I get, he can't. That's fine. That's fine. So just Tyrese Halliburton. Maybe he'll somehow get up to a 90 by the end of the year. But, I mean, that would just be cool. That would be really cool. So, with that being said, on to the end of year 5, and I will see you guys there. Well, kind of a disappointing regular season if we're being honest. 57-25 is our record. Giannis wins his 6th straight MVP. Absolutely insane. Chad Vaughn, Rookie of the Year. Mo Bamba, 6th man. Good for him. Giannis, DPOY. Kendrick Nunn, Most Improved. Also good for him. And Oliver Gordon, Coach of the Year. So, anybody on some All-NBA teams? Of course not. And Kawhi on all defensive second team. And that's it. So, once again, we're a 2 seed. The Bucks are a 1 seed, which, as we know from last year, did not work out too well. So, take a look at stats. Bradley Beal, leading scorer once again, 20 points a game. Still very efficient. Was very close to 50, 40, 90, actually. That would have been nice. But, I guess can't really complain too much. Amani Bates, also very, very good. Kawhi Leonard, he really drops off in this game. He just regresses. I don't know. That's strange. Cole Anthony was pretty good as well. He was literally 0.1% off of 50, 40, 90, so that's great. De'Aaron Fox was pretty good. 3-point percentage could have been higher, but Brandon Ingram was fantastic. 50, 40, 90 for him. Very good year. Shea was, he was good. He was good. Mitchell Robinson's still down there. And Isaiah Todd, Jesus. He is a 91 now, so we have 9 90s on the team, which is great. But Isaiah Todd is just not very good in this game, I think. So, actually, hang on. Tyrese Halliburton's up to a 90. How many is that? We got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Halliburton is 10. We have 10 90 overalls on this team. That is absurd. And we win 57 games. All right, on to round 1 of the playoffs. We're taking on LaMelo, Zach LaVine, Jonathan Isaac, Dante Hall, and Ivica Zubats. And this should easily be a sweep. And we do. We sweep them. So, taking on the Sixers in round 2, Ben Simmons, Matisse Thybulle, Cam Reddish, Alan Smelts. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Smalajak, I think is how you pronounce it. And Joel Embiid. So, I think this should be another win. And we win in 5. So, the Heat upset the Bucks in 7. So, we're taking on the Heat, who now have James freaking Harden. Are you serious? Come on. Please win this. All right, we're up 3-0. Can we just sim this last game? No, of course we're going to game 5. Come on. There we go. We're in the finals, finally. Taking on the Suns, who have Darius Garland, Killian Hayes, Devin Robinson, Elise Johnson, and DeAndre Ayton. Devin Booker's nowhere in sight. This should be an easy win for us. We win game 1. We lose game 2. We win game 3. We win game 4. All right, on to Simcast. Here we go. And we are blowing them right the hell out. That's what I like to see. Oh, God, 14 seconds. I wanted to play with this team a little bit, and I wasn't quick enough. All right, well, they got the ball. Just throw up a shot so I can take a shot with somebody, please. Come on, throw something up. Come on. Are you serious? I can't even put up a shot with anybody, man. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, we finally win it in year 5. After having to get 10 90s on the team to do it. Like, oh my God, that's just insane. So Amani Bates wins finals MVP. That's fantastic. So we finally do it. It took us 5 freaking years, but we win a championship. Winning 5 games with Amani Bates as their finals MVP. And let's just look one more time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 90 overalls on this team. I probably cheesed it a little bit having Tyrese Halliburton in the G League, but it worked. So we got 10 90s. That is absolutely absurd. Wasn't even trying to go for like how many 90s can I get, but I think 10 is the most I've gotten. I've had 9 a few times, but never 10. So, oh my God, what a wild rebuild. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would love it if you would leave a like on the video. It would mean a hell of a lot to me. Also, as you guys know, if you've made it this far, from the very beginning of the video, I said this was requested by a viewer who left a comment on the Atlanta Hawks rebuild. So if you guys have any teams or challenges you'd like to see me do, just leave a comment. I will see it. I promise you. I don't get that many comments. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.